Would you care to sit down and join me for some tea? If you ever have any... Ah, you've arrived. I couldn't help but notice how busy you are these days. If you could manage to find the time to sit and enjoy an opera together, or share a pot of tea, taking a moment... Yes, now that you mention it, there is one thing I have been meaning to do. When I was a child, my father often told me legends of the Adepti. I remember that one legend in particular made mention of an Adeptus abode in Dreyun Karst. Yes, that's right. The legend had it that Adepti could drift upon beams of light, ride lightning, and leap into the sky to ascend to their abode. From their lofty dwelling, they gaze to and fro, drifting over land and sea, they know not the world below. My father would have a mesmerized look on his face whenever we got to that part of the story. But though the story has been passed down all these years, no one has yet to ever see such an abode. It has always been my dream to go and see such a place one day. I would even like to perform an opera there, letting Adepti and people alike hear my voice echoing through the lands. No, really? I mean, I know that your words are sincere. It's just that you answered so quickly, and I haven't even decided what opera to perform or what costume to prepare. Thank you very much. That's most kind of you. Alright, I have some ideas. I think for the performance, I will sing a selection about you and your dealings with the Adepti. As for the costume, I was hoping you could give me some creative input. Alright, it's settled. I'll start practicing today. Actually, why not start right away? No time like the present. I must make sure this performance turns out perfect.
Oh, well, hello. What brings you to see me today? If there's anything weighing on your mind, you can always talk to me. Need someone to talk to, hmm? Oh, what's the matter? Are you feeling lonely? Well, as luck would have it, I happen to be in a good mood today. How about I tell you a story from long ago, hmm? Long, long ago, there was a little child who suddenly turned up at the shrine one day. In her arms, she was carrying a little fox on the brink of death. She knelt before Kitsune Saigu and begged her to save her friend. The child said the fox had started appearing frequently in the village ever since she had fed it some fried tofu. But it wasn't long before misfortune struck. Now that the fox had let down its guard, a vicious dog from the village seized the chance to attack, delivering a near-fatal bite. Heartbroken and riddled with guilt, the child decided to bring the injured fox to the shrine for help. Kitsune Saigu granted her request and agreed to nurse the little fox back to health. Worried that the little girl would be lonely without her companion, Kitsune Saigu decided to ask another member of her kin to keep the little girl company for a few days. I was the one she asked. Well, obviously, being the fabulously beautiful fox that I am, it wasn't long before the little girl was crazy about me. Not only would she buy me all sorts of tasty treats to eat, she would pamper me day in and day out. She always wanted me by her side, even when she was sleeping. After 2 days, the little fox had recovered, and I accompanied the girl back to the shrine. Upon our arrival, Kitsune Saigu asked the girl which fox was her favorite, the one she had made friends with originally, or the new one. She hesitantly looked back and forth between me and her old fox friend. But when her own fox trotted up and whimpered to her, she finally set me down. The fox you gave me is very beautiful, Miss Shrine Maiden, but I still love my old friend the most. Finally, the child offered some fried tofu to thank me for accompanying her, then left with her little fox friend. Wait a moment, child. You're not planning to just leave it at that, are you? Come on, I've told you my story. Now it's your turn. Shouldn't you offer me something in exchange? Now you're talking. All right, I'll wait for you here. Make it quick, though. I can tell you some other stories when you return. Oh, well, if there's anything no. Not the answer you were expecting to hear, Oh, the look of stunned surprise on your face. I think it might be my favorite. No, actually I wasn't. Or, to put it another way, seeing your reaction was exactly what I wanted to do. Observing humans' reactions and reading about their lives are what interest me most in this world. In principle, I should remain an outside observer. But you are far too much fun for that. I can't help but tease you from time to time. But of course. If you liken human lives to light novels, everyone has its highlights, but also inevitably has many aspects that are similar to all the others. As an observer, I get to see the similarities all the time, which naturally leaves me desiring to see something more unique. Your story is one that has captivated me. I really do have high hopes for you. Please do your best to live up to them, child. Don't you worry. You still have a long journey ahead of you. Your story has only just begun. Besides, you'll always have me as your trusty editor, won't you? Whenever you start going off on a misguided tangent, I'll correct you. And if you're ever stuck in a rut, I'll give you a little nudge towards the next chapter. That should certainly help you on your journey, don't you agree? Not the sharpest Tengu in the forest. She certainly didn't inherit the brilliant mind of Daddy Tengu, that's for sure. How shall I put this? I suppose I'm very fond indeed of the Yashiro Commission girl. She adroitly handles every matter that comes before her. Unfortunately, it's often thankless work. The Yashiro rascal. He's always been in a... Naganahara fireworks are well worth... Now that you mention it, it's been a while since I last saw Ganyu. Before the Sakoku decree came into effect, the two of us would often meet to discuss bilateral relations between our two nations. I always found her quite reliable. Ah, yes, the little ninja child. If there's one thing she can do, it's stay hidden. Kano Nana constantly complains to me about it. Apparently, she now spends so much of her time searching for Sayu that she barely has any time to read anymore. If you ask me, I'd say that Sayu has a secret ally who is helping her hide all the time. I've heard a lot about Miyuki's little sister. Quite the character, I'm told. Although she comes from a family of shrine maidens, she's gone her own way in life. Tried her hand at many different trades, studied abroad in Liyue, even ended up joining the Arataki gang. Fascinating girl. Maybe I should have Miyuki introduce me. Yes, that'll work. Miyuki wouldn't dream of refusing my request. More yokai have expressed an interest in the human world lately. I wonder if that's a good thing or not. You want to know what I think?